Greetings, beloveds. I greet you in the love light of our infinite creator. So in today's education example, I'm using one ticker to capture some of the concepts that one can use either for breakouts or for trading reversals. The stock I'm going to be using is NSSC. It could be any other stock in any market, any type of instrument or sector across the globe. In this example, I'm going to show you three methods. All of them are my original concepts. And of course, as I was learning how to look at charts, I did get some influence from other people, but these concepts are my own researched concepts. So we're going to be taking a look at three concepts. The first concept would be how to capture this move here in 2017, how to capture these lows here in 2022. The other method will help us get some idea that this was a rebound area here and that this was a rebound area here in late to mid 2023. And I'll also show you a method that can be very useful in timing entries here from a breakout perspective, and this is based on simple minimum requirements. And by the way, all of these methods are going to be in my YouTube channel for free. Lots of videos, lots of playlists, and other methods that are not going to be mentioned in this specific video. So three methods here. So, and you can see this is spanning many years. What we're going to do is we're going to go to an even bigger time frame so I can show you the examples. So here we have all data. Let's go to the first method. The first method is very simple. It's one that I call the RSI 50 uniform activity reversal. We can even go back all the way here to late 2003, and I'll even discuss this time period here in a little bit. But here in late 03, early 04, 2004, RSI 50 uniform activity support. In other words, this is the RSI 50. What we are calling uniform activity is when the RSI comes and does uniform activity. It could be V-type, could be double bottom, it could be some type of a U-type formation. It has to be uniform activity to classify as uniform activity support. I have hundreds of videos on this concept, so check out the playlists in the description of this video. So here's an example there in early 2002. Take a look. Even this here is uniform activity below 50 back above it for the lows of late 2011, uniform activity below 50 back above it for the lows of early 2015, lows of early 2016, lows of late 2017. We can see here even in 2020 we go below 50 back above it in a V-type formation, uniform activity for the lows of early 2020. Same thing here, uniform activity for the lows of early 2022, and again here in mid 20 to late 2023. So one concept, and that is the RSI 50 uniform activity support. More information is going to be seen in the description of this video. Let's go to method number 2. This is what I call the uniformity concept. It's a concept I'm very proud of because it is very useful, has been useful for many years. I think I came across this method in 2009. Anyway, and I've been teaching it ever since. Again, lots of videos. So what we do here is we figure out where we come off the lows here. So there was a wedge formation here that spanned a couple years. By the way, you can use this in any time frame. I'm just using the big picture because the charts tend to be a little bit cleaner. So you can see here, if we take this area where we break out, we can use that as where we can see sentiment and price changed. Breakout here, and this from this area the price never goes back. So take that information and extend it. This is what I call a uniformity line, and just like with the RSI 50, anytime you bounce on this line with uniform activity, it should give you a meaningful support area here in 2014, here in early 2020, and then here in late 2003. So that's the second method. Now the third method is what I was talking about here, and for example you can see a good breakout here in 2018, a breakout there, and stock doesn't look back. But I'm going to cover this area here because, believe it or not, back in 2004, 2005, 2006, I was showcasing this stock for paid clients. So that's what I do for a living. One of the things I do here is I find and research for breakout alerts, and I sent a couple breakout alerts here in 04, 05, 06 for my paid clients. And here's my website. It's muadhi.com, which is my last name, and this is for paid clients. So I did a research for this stock, and remember, not all breakouts are going to work, but at least you need to know the minimum requirements for superior movement. And again, this, you can see the stock here was highlighted a couple times here, and going back you can see the mentions. And if you want to take a quick look at the first time I mentioned this stock, you can see here September of 2004, and here's the stock here. And just for the sake of having this for the record, just want to go through, show here. You can always pause and take a look at the information. So this is again December of 2004. You can see here another breakout alert here for, I believe this was January of 05, one here again in, let me see here, September of 05. So if you go to the chart, so this is from 2003. So 2003 all the way to, so 03, and this goes all the way to about 07. So 2003, 2007. And the first breakout alert that I sent out to paid clients 10 years ago was here. So if you got that breakout, you had a chance of riding a good move here. Let's call it from about about $150, $160, $50, $60, and the high eventually would be 5.7 in that area. Anyway, so that's the momentum game. And to understand the breakout, by the way, notice this RSI 50 uniform activity support as you begin 2004. So using the RSI 50 support, this could have been also a key area to understand that momentum was favoring a bounce to the upside. Now let's go back and I'll show you the minimum requirements. Again, all of these minimum requirements can be found on my channel. This method is what I call the ultimate Muade breakout. So highlighted here in the blue circles here is all the mentions of this stock as breakout candidates. You can see some of them were not successful, and that is why with breakouts, when they don't get traction, you want to get out. And if you've been trading breakouts, you understand that if there's no traction, like here there was no traction, time to get out. Here no traction, time to get out. But you can see the minimum requirements, which is the main key for this video here, is if we go back to the breakout, you can take either this breakout here or this subsequent breakout, which was our first involvement with the stock in that time period. That is September of 2004. And so let's do this. Let's take this time period here, time period, and this time period. Let me make sure I got everything in the frame here. So let's do that again. So there's this time period here, that breakout, and then we can say there's a breakout here. Now you'll notice in each instant here, the RSI eventually moves above 69.1. It was lagging a little bit, but eventually here it moves above 69.1. In this subsequent breakout here, we can see we were approaching, if not at 69.1 by the time I sent out that initial breakout alert. Take a look at your MACDs. You can see MACDs in each instant, and I do use a couple of MACD settings just so that I can get a good vibe for how the MACDs are shaping up. You can see here in each instant, each breakout, the MACDs were also moving to 3-year highs. So we want the RSI to be moving to 3-year highs. If not 3-year highs, the RSI should be moving above RSI 69.1. MACD is simple, should be moving to 3-year highs, and that is the minimum requirements. RSI and MACD need to be in sync. And so whether you're trading breakouts or you're trading rebounds, each of these concepts are very, very valid depending on your personality and what you tend to resonate with. If you're looking for breakouts for US stocks and ETFs, that's what I have specialized in over the last 20 years. You can check out my paid website. I am ericwithmother.com. I wish you all the best. I leave you as I found you in the love light of the one infinite creator. Go forth rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one creator, Adonai.